Welcome to an SRSB and RSS information film. Hello and welcome to a new video from SRSB. In this video we will be looking at Bumpons. So here we have a sheet of Bumpons, very simple little things, just little rubber dots. You can peel them off and stick them onto anything that you require to mark up. So what we will do is have a look at how to use these, and you are only limited initially by your own imagination. So they can be used as little rubber feet or to mark up central heating, washing machines, or anything where you need a tactile identifier to find what you're trying to do. So we'll have a look at some of those. Now in this first picture we have the central heating controller. The Bumpon has been placed at 20 centigrade, and you can see at the top there's the line that you line it up with. Obviously if you're slightly either side of it, you could be a little below or a little above 20 degrees. That's up to you and how you set the temperature. On this next image, we're using them on a washing machine. So we've marked up the main program on the left hand side. And then although the controls to the right are touch sensitive, it is possible to use the Bumpons to identify the main ones that you would want to press just below the orange Bumpons. So it is possible to use touch sensitive devices, but you have to be a little bit careful where you stick the Bumpons. On the third picture, we've put them on the temperature setting for an oven. Now, ovens and cookers are not the best place for Bumpons, mainly because they do get dirty and greasy and you clean them a lot. So the Bumpons are cleaned off very easily. And if they're not very clean to start with grease underneath, they don't stick particularly well. So they can be used on ovens, but they're not necessarily the best place. On the next image, we've used them on a television remote control. So what we have done is put one on the number 5. Now the numeric keypad is always the same. 1 at the top left, then 2, then 3 going across to the right. Come down the line 4, 5, 6. So if you can find the number 5, it's relatively easy to find the numbers around it. The number 5 should have a little bump on it anyway, molded into the plastic, but sometimes that's a little hard to find. And then down below that, there's one bump on the volume control rocker. So there are 2 rockers side by side. The right hand one is the volume control, and then the left hand one without a bump on is the channel change control to move up or down the channel. The next image is of a alarm clock. The Bumpon has only been put on the snooze button. For me, the most important button on an alarm clock. Now on these final pictures, they're actually in a car. Obviously someone visually impaired would not be driving the car, but they might want to use some of the controls. So the first image shows the Bumpon on the air conditioning button. That might be needed in summer. The second image shows the Bumpon on the window demister for the front window. And then to the right, there is the button without a Bumpon for the rear window demister. The thing to do with Bumpons is use as few as possible and remember how they're set up, because too many Bumpons is as confusing as not having any at all. And the final one shows Bumpon on a little round knob, which is the volume control for the radio. So push it to switch the radio on and off, and then the volume control to find that. Because in this particular car, the black volume control against the black background is actually very difficult to find, and you don't want to press buttons around it. So there we have a few ideas for using Bumpons. As I said before, the limitation is set by you, really. They can be used for anything. I've used them for little rubber feet on coffee mats where it's a glass mat and I don't want that to be on a polished surface, so you put them on the underside. You can get different colors. In these that we have, these are the orange ones. It is possible, but a bit tricky to get hold of black ones and clear ones, so you're not stuck with having the orange all the time. And these are available from RNIB or through SRSB. So this is the little Bumpons. Thank you.